Hello everyone, welcome once again to Investing with a Difference. And today we are going to look at Chintai, which is the leasing platform for EOS tokens, as we are all waiting for Rex. And I think that's something which is where you can earn tokens for staking. This is exactly what Chintai was planning all along, even before Dan proposed the idea, even before the mainnet launch. They had this idea which they understood that. EOS will be kind of a real estate and it can be rented and people because it's ultimately a resource. EOS is a resource which a dApp developer needs. And the idea here is that you do not have to buy that resource, you can lease it. And this is something which we were waiting for even before mainnet launch. And I think this app is now working. And this is operational. We are already seeing the EOS mainnet token are available for leasing. So right now I see that you can do 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, or 28 days lease. And when you do that, you get the resources for that many tokens, which you can deploy. But as a person who is leasing these tokens out, you are getting the interest of that period. Now, of course, this looks pretty high to me. Like, why would I pay 4% for a week only? And I see that some trades have happened at 10%. And I was talking to a few people. People were confused about exactly whether they're borrowing or they're lending. And I think this is something which everybody has to understand before you ever stake your tokens. Guys, this is very important. You Anything new comes up, this is not a speculation market. This is a simple leasing market. I expect the rates to be very low because that is how the lending works. If you are looking at the 10%, 20%, 40% rates, that means you are just either fooling yourself. You are not going to get those in this marketplace. And now, again, as I told you, there are some high numbers I saw. This is the 40%. I think one trade happened, which is pretty much looks like a mistake. And some people have lost money here, and some people gained a lot of money. I hope that people are not doing these mistakes. And I hear some people complaining about that it was not very clear to them in the UI. So this is something which I hope that people don't jump onto anything which is new without really understanding. So this is very simple. I think you can just log in, stake your tokens, and you can earn interest, but be careful, read about it, make sure you understand. Try with a few tokens. Don't try with the thousands of tokens. Try with the 10 tokens, 20 tokens, see how it goes, and then jump onto it when you understand this interface. Now, coming back to Chintai core team, I think it is a pretty strong team, and they are very good advisors of Nathan James, Steve Floyd, and Ash Oro. I think pretty good set of people. This is backed by block producers. So there you can see that this is actually being developed and paid by some of the block producers as a community platform, which is looks very interesting. I think some very good block producers are out there supporting this. And I hope that overall this will help EOS in the way that we wanted it, in the way that we wanted people to start using it as a resource. And maybe more and more people will take the tokens out of the exchange with this new market coming up. And let's see how it impacts and so on. What I'm hearing is that you can still vote with the tokens which are leased, and those they have the mechanism for that. And I would dig into it in more details, and maybe we'll talk about it in near future in other videos. But right now, I think it's very exciting, and we are seeing more and more richer ecosystem products coming out in EOS. And I hope this only makes EOS stronger. So thanks again, once again for joining. We will continue our dApp focus and highlight some new apps which are coming on EOS. And do send us your feedback and like the video if you like the content. Thank you.